Hello again. Let's figure out what we can do to help Rex. So I took the liberty of going to the fort again.
Morning.
Welcome back, friend. Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog. Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him there was nothing we could do. No, Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some sophisticated cybernetics work, too. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
Well, we will try.
Hey.
So, yes, Rex's condition sounds serious.
Things have been a lot better since you... She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway,
sounds a
that's
little
incredible
hot-headed.
news. Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. And I need all of my guys just to keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here. And you've done some... You promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say? I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together.
Right.
First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things.
Oh,
Giant
well,
rats, mole
we'll
rats,
just shoot
doesn't
them.
matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him.
Unless it's somebody's
He's normally
pet.
pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you will see to that. I wish you both luck. Rex, this is your new master. Protect him as you would me.
So, that perk, the notification for which you just saw, marks lootable bodies if there's anything useful on it, on them. I think that's from what I remember, though it's not really what the description says. Yeah, Rex doesn't have ranged weaponry, sadly. He can carry items, unlike the dogs in the previous games. Not sure about dog meat in Fallout 3, but the ones in Fallout 1 and 2 couldn't. Passive. Close. Okay. I mean... Is it really about the hat, then? Oh, you can actually examine him, including the robotic parts. Painting of a bull sounds like he's been with the Legion. Yeah, mechanical parts battered. He has seen better days, essentially. So why not take a trip to Jacobstown then? I suppose. Just a long trip to, westward. North Vegas Square. Is this the gate? I suppose it is. Well, that's a different kind of place. Some quests, perhaps. A manhole cover. North sewers. Should make a mental note of that for future reference. Some houses. A destroyed shack. More ruins. Nothing here. I might as well take a gander here. Hey? Oh, so Boone spots enemies and they get highlighted in red, and Rex spots items on the ground and they get highlighted in green. Very useful. New Vegas home. Anybody here? Nope. All right. Oh. Who was that? Jackals. Okay. Not a problem. Rotting primary corpses. Yeah, I guess it's an abandoned farmstead. At least a house with a yard. Horrid farmstead. Okay, is there anything I can enter here? No. There are some hostiles there. They move quickly, kind of. I think more jackals is who they are.
Gotta still be here.
Oh.
You can't hide from me. Come on.
I thought it was 3 guys. Oh, it was. All right. Oh, 25mm grenades. Nice. Oh boy, what? I think those guys set something off. There's an upstairs section to this, but I can't see much of use anyway. Oh.
It's over.
That could have gone much worse. Oh. What do we have there? Some kind of ransacked caravan. Plasma rifle. Okay. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm choosing the Plasma Defender to run around with, that is because one-handed weapons don't slow you down that way. I would like some cover. Oh shit. Rex is already unconscious, really? Let's use something heavier. They're not messing around, are they? Ho ho ho! Nice. That got him good. Where's Rex though? Over there, okay. So you see, the Tesla gun can do some damage. I just need to hit my targets. kNVSE. That's an automatic weapon usually, or at least semi-automatic. Don't know about this mod, but it uses 308. I do have a bunch, but it doesn't seem like it's worth using it. If it does about as much damage as any other kind of gun like that. Okay, I'm over encumbered. Let's fix that. Oh, Praetorian. Is it worth more than a Vexillarius one? Maybe. So, also got this assault rifle, the one from Fallout 1 and 2. Let's see. Seems pretty blocky first person, but oh wow, it really is. Obscures quite a bit of the view, but okay. Put that together to increase, mostly increase that pistol's value, so I can sell it for more later on. $2,200. Well, I don't think I'll be using this 5mm assault rifle too much yet. To get more value out of these things, I'll put them together this way. And I got a trail carbine. That's a good one. Okay. Interesting that you can repair riot baton using a knife, but that's what jury rigging can do. Can any of you just hold on to the armors, perhaps? No, you're not going to do that.
Fine by me. Fine by me.
Did he just have some throwing spears?
Fine by me.
Oh well. Oh, I should be heading there. It has been a while since I've gone this way. If that ambience sounds familiar, then that's because it's from Fallout Tactics. I can recognize it. Okay, that's just a big horn. And more of them. Nice to see some vegetation that seems alive and green. Green. A mantis? Oh, there's some kind of location this way. Although I don't want to bother these big horns. Silver Peak Mine. Hi. Okay. Some kind of location this way. Interesting.
Eat this. Guess we made it.
Rex, once he actually manages to get to his target, can dish out some proper damage. Of course, provided he gets to his target.
All mine.
Right. No biggie. Some snowy mountains in the distance. I think I'm getting close. It's night time. Someone at the town gate.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here.
Yeah. Don't stick out too much, Boone, please. But yeah, this is Marcus. Should be familiar if you've played Fallout 2 or if you've seen that on my channel. Right, Nightkin. They don't like getting stared at. I'm guessing that's to do with them using stealth boys.
Doc's inside the lodge.
Well,
such as was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old friend. Died a long time ago. I figured us mutants needed a place to call our own. Town's far enough away from humans so they don't bother us much. One of these days I'm hoping we can trade with the rest of the wasteland. No more fighting, just get along.
yeah. That's the kind of attitude he had in Fallout 2 as well. He's a really old guy. Right.
Bighorners. Good eating. And we can trade the hides. Got a lot of wild ones around here, so it's easy to restock the herd. Was part of a super mutant army. Ran a town, walked the wasteland with a tribal. Now I'm here. Long story, so here's the short version. The Master created the super mutants and Nightkin. The Master thought he could unify everyone. No more differences, no more war. Didn't end well. Town was Broken Hills. Bunch of super mutants, humans, and ghouls all living together peacefully. Well, most of the time. We were looking for a Gek to save the village of Arroyo. Eventually, we did. Nuked an oil rig in the process. We went separate ways after that. I went east into the Rockies, looking for other mutants like myself. Don't know what happened to my friend. I got a feeling it turned out all right in the end.
So that's the Fallout 2 bit.
A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Legion? That's another story. Caesar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Caesar, not Caesar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight.
Interesting
It'll take
insight.
decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it.
Interesting. Yeah, Marcus has had plenty of time to contemplate such things. So he knows some stuff.
They expand. Fast.
Right.
If you've got land they want, they keep rolling over people.
They are all the way over here in Nevada, whereas they started in California. Not too far away from the military base where the Master, well, his lieutenant and others operated, where his army was being made. That's the Fallout 1 main quest and story.
Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good for the most part. Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the wasteland. Never been there myself. Doubt they'd let a mutant in.
I guess.
It amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away everything they've got in that town.
I suppose. Now, if only someone would have, say, 8 or 9 luck and actually make some money, maybe that would go differently. So, let's get back to Nightkin.
Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using. One of the reasons I settled Jacobstown was so they could be cured. While they're in town, the Nightkin aren't allowed to have stealth boys, so their craziness doesn't get worse. Trouble is, the Nightkin don't like being visible either. They don't take being exposed too well.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Yeah, if you are connecting the dots, we've had some previous dealings with Nightkin in Repcon test at the Repcon test site, and there were some other ones elsewhere. So just one more.
Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything.
Right.
See you.
Thank you for the welcome, Marcus. Good to see him again, to be honest. Dude.
I hope it will snow later.
Don't tell me about that, buddy. We've got plenty of that currently where I am. What's with these houses? Oh, stuff is up for grabs. Interesting. Oh, right.
Fine by me.
I guess I'll do that. Nuka-Cola Victory. So it isn't just the lodge, there are also these bungalows. Someone's been gambling here. Oh, you can just pick this lock without anyone minding. Unusual. Where's that noise coming from? Not sure if you heard that on your end, but I sure did. Did that noise come from the dino? Toy? Well, anyway.
Someday, I miss being in the Master's army.
Do you really? There's a big corner ranch.
Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! So good of you to come visit your grandma. Oh, Jimmy, don't you go being silly now. Come over here and give your grandma some sugar. Oh, of course I have, dearie. How silly of me. I didn't take my medicine yet today. How can I help you?
Always remember to take your meds. Also, people listening. What do you do?
I watch over the bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures, but sometimes they get ornery, just like my grandma.
So, big orners then? Okay. I just realized something.
Fine by me.
Righto.
Another human. One was enough.
Suit yourself.
Evening.
Hang on a second. I just got here.
I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Most of the time, I'm Dr. Henry's research assistant.
Okay.
I'm also handy with tools. And once in a while I venture down into the valley to trade the bighorner hides and meat for supplies.
Uh-huh.
Prospectors looking for salvage, usually. They always run when they see the mutants. The great Khans come this way once in a while, but they keep their distance. I think they're mostly keeping an eye on us. Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so just to keep things interesting. I picked Calamity this time because it sounded nice. Never really done much science stuff till now. I'm pretty good at it. Or so Dr. Henry tells me.
Depends on how you distributed your stats. But let's see what you have. 500 caps only. Sad. How many stim packs do I have? Over 100. Well, pretty expensive. No, I'll just
Pleasure doing business.
get them somewhere cheaper. Okay, so Dr. Henry, hard at work,
I assume this is about something
even
important.
during the night.
You're interrupting my research.
Yeah, sorry.
The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their
Right,
addiction
this
to
issue.
stealth boy use. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population,
Oh,
since they seem
those
to have developed
creatures.
a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet. The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject, and Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker
I see.
mutation first.
Yeah, just to see if that leads anywhere.
It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin.
Maybe something to do with their previous mutation.
I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one. and I need someone to investigate. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Perhaps a pair of fresh eyes will have better luck.
I guess.
Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would enjoy a little revenge.
Perhaps. Those critters ain't natural anyway, so perhaps some culling is in order. So why isn't it natural?
I've compared the brain chemistry of a Nightkin to one of the local Night Stalkers.
Oh, that's interesting.
They both exhibit similar neurochemical changes. Now, I'm not claiming that Night Stalkers are running around wearing stealth boys, mind you. I just don't think it's all a coincidence.
Okay.
Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning, I'd like to get one more grand accomplishment done.
Sounds commendable. What about the dog then?
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown
sounds
in
tricky.
years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them.
Okay.
Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave.
The Enclave?
Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after.
Ah, those days, huh? Yes, this character was also in Fallout 2. Like, you could visit him, talk to him in the game. He was in NCR during the events of the game, in his little robo-dog lab.
Cyberdogs and the like. It's not a field I work in much anymore. I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super mutant.
Right. Okay, so if Lily wants to come along, then...
What is it? If that's what you think. I'll make my way there.
Heavens to Betsy, but Mr. Benny Manastian.
Oh, you've heard of him?
Eyes, pumpkin. That crime doesn't pay.
Yeah.
Ooh, those Night Stalkers, always killing my bighorners. It'll be nice to give them a piece of my mind. But that lucky 38 is a large building. And so fancy.
You've been there? In Vegas? Huh.
Such a curious little munchkin, aren't you? Isn't that sweet of you to fret about me? Such a good boy. I can always help you stay hidden from the bad people, so you won't get in trouble. I don't mind fighting, especially to protect you, dearie, but I don't like guns. Give me a good chopper, and Leo and I will go right to work.
Leo? Who's Leo? Right.
Leo is a very bad man, Pumpkin. Yes, you are, Leo. Don't try to deny it. He tells me to do things. Terrible. And sometimes the medicine isn't enough to keep him quiet. shouldn't say things like that where Leo can hear you, dearie. He doesn't like it.
Well.
I grew up in Vault 17.
I don't remember that one.
Until I was 75 years old. That was when super mutants raided the vault and carried a lot of us off. Yes, Leo, I'm getting to that part. They made me one of them, and they put me to work in an army that was going to conquer California.
The Master's army.
A spy, sometimes an assassin. I killed a lot of folks for the Master. Yes, Leo, you helped too. Oh, he was a nasty man, dearie. You don't want to know about him. He was the one who made that super mutant army I told you about.
What happened with the army?
That wicked old Master got what was coming to him, that's what. After his cathedral blew up, I decided it was high time to go home.
Oh, she has a sword, apparently.
This old thing? Oh, I scavenged it off a wreck in Klamath. Leo showed me how to make it all ready for chopping. Didn't you, Leo?
She went all the way over there. That's a location in Fallout 2, near the beginning of the game. Okay, interesting. So let's do this quest then. Why not, since I'm already here. There's going to be a bit of mountain climbing involved, but, well... I'm just wondering if I can... if there's a gap in this fence that I could use. Don't really see one. So I'll have to go all the way around. There may be a gap.
Got a problem. Could use your help.
Oh?
Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again. You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them
I
into
know,
leaving.
bad
Hell,
optics.
Take them off if you have to. Thanks.
Okay, let's use this then. Yeah, there's someone around there.
Our business is with the muties, not you.
That sounds decent.
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
Can't wait to get the rest of our pay for this job.
Simple enough, if you've got the speech skill, that is.
Something on your mind? Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not gonna get it from us.
Very smart. Keen. Keen is the Nightkin I saw when entering the launch.
Smart, charismatic, and hell of a mean streak. Doesn't care for humans, prefers fighting them to talking. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. He talks, they listen. Was hoping he could draw the Nightkin to Jacobstown. Keen is saner than most, but I know he's thinking of going his own way again. He's aggressive, impatient, can't stand sitting around. That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard to get a cure to them.
Ah, I see.
Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin tear up the Mojave hunting for stealth boys, people are gonna get killed. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback.
Right.
Because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin all suffer from schizophrenia. It's the stealth boys they use, or used to use. Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try and find more stealth boys. Miserable situation.
Right.
They either stay here and suffer,
Rep contest
or give up
site.
stealth boys and lose their minds. Not much of a choice. That's like saying Caesar and Kimball would listen to each other.
Kimball being the president of the NCR. Which was mentioned at some point. Okay, right. Yes. So, speech at 80. Could use a magazine for any of those higher checks, if needed. Okay, right. Right.
Someday, I miss being astronaut.
Alright, I guess I'll investigate the cave and get back out. And probably finish recording. I have to say that I'm glad that most of the climbing here is not too buggy. Okay. Yes, so the Night Stalkers here effectively have something like a stealth boy cloak field. Don't get yourself in trouble, Rex. Rex, boy. More.
I don't see them anywhere, Leo.
The fire rate on this is higher than I remembered. I think I'll have to admit that I underestimated the degree to which these creatures can remain invisible. Is this just a closed off chamber? No, there seems to be something. Oh, it's this, I think. No, not quite. Oh, okay. Look out, Rex. So Lily is another stealth boy user. She doesn't crouch, just goes into the stealth mode. Audibly so, of course. And then here we have an oh baby. And a chewed stealth boy. Well, if you put the 2 and 2 together, it's likely that the Night Stalkers chewed on that. Wait, what? That guy was stuck. Do I really want to go there? I got what I wanted out of here. And the unique weapon, actually. Would you like that? I'm gonna love that line, but no, it's in a brilliant condition. Actually. It's one of the most powerful melee weapons in this. Let's get back. I haven't explored the cave fully, but it's good enough for me for now. Fast travel, no crashes yet. And I think I'm safe here. Let's trudge back to the lodge and see what we can see. I don't think I'll bother Keen too much.
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know which one.
Oh, the Charlie one, right.
Is there something else I can do for you? There's still power, but the casing is cracked. I'm astonished
Right.
exposure to the stealth radiation could induce mutations so rapidly. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with a cure for the Nightkin. There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run the Mark II test on Lily. It's the only way.
I suppose so.
Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. More importantly, she asked if she could help me in some way. I've told her about the risks, and she still insists on helping me.
Oh, okay. So what are the risks?
Possibly immediate and permanent metal damage.
Oh,
There's a reason the Stealth Boy Mark II's never got beyond the prototype stage.
not nice.
Lily already has a pre-existing condition, and the experiment will likely make things worse for her. I'll be waiting.
Hello again, dear.
Actually.
Grandma's got... Of course, dearie. I know it's dangerous, but it'll all turn out for the best. You'll see. I'll go to him now. It would be rude to keep him waiting.
The equipment is hooked up and ready. Very well. Please stand back.
Yep.
All right, power on the Stealth Boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rad scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is unstable and scrambling things. The reading says gamma wave activity is 0. But that can't possibly be right. Gamma wave activity is 0. That can't be right. Must be a result of the interference.
Or maybe something wrong with your scouter.
Go ahead and power the Stealth Boy down, Lily.
Oh, I liked having it on.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results.
Well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over and we'll be on our way.
Keen has never liked me. If anyone can talk him into backing down.
My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the Stealth Boy specs, and there will be no need for us to splatter the room with your insides. There are caches of Stealth Boys out there. With the Mark II in hand, it shouldn't be difficult to upgrade every one of them. Our lives, our decision to make. We're tired of sitting around in Jacobstown waiting for a cure.
Let's do the speech check.
No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request.
It'll have to be you.
Someone's watching me. I can feel it.
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over at the strips. Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen anyone able to talk their kind out of anything once they had their mind set to it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment, and am a lot closer to a cure than before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype,
Oh.
I'm close to the cure. I can feel it. Lily's continued help will give me the last bit of data that I need. I understand.
Okay, I think I can use a magazine for that. Science, then.
Hello.
Have you come to a decision on Lily?
Neuropeptide stimulators.
That's brilliant. Simple yet elegant. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
So, is that an option to continue working on the cure without any risks for Lily, then?
Is there something else? Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon.
Okay. Well, this went pretty well, all things
Bother
considered.
someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
Okay.
Hello again, dear. That'd be lovely, dearie.
Okay.
Hello again.
No new dialogue nodes. So let's pause here for now. So next time I think I would plan on continuing the quest for helping Rex. Gonna need a new dog brain. Thank you for watching, and I hope you continue watching this series. Could be interesting to see what happens next. Take care and goodbye.